Welcome to another episode of The Horrors of Netflix.
Indeed.
You've immediately sat forward, Martin. But I'm here as well.
Is that okay though?
Like, no,
I just
you've
did it
only
as well.
focused at certain points, so just lean back.
Are you quite in quite a shallow depth of field, are you?
Yeah.
So we've got to sit motionless.
Carry on.
Welcome to another episode of The Horrors of Netflix, and this evening I think we're going to talk about
The Night of the Living Dead.
Night of the Living Dead,
90?
1990.
Year of my birth.
Callum is here also behind the camera. Hello, Callum.
Providing an interesting...
Have you seen Night of the Living Dead 1990?
Yeah, I've seen this a couple of times actually. In fact, I would go as far as to say I actually saw this before I saw the original one.
Really?
Yeah, surprisingly enough.
The original obviously is a cast iron classic, and the remake is kind of a strange one. It's not... Jorge Romero, the director of the original, was quite heavily involved, but he didn't actually direct it. It was directed by
Tom Savini, the makeup man. Yeah.
famous makeup artist Tom Savini, who did the makeup on, I think he started on Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead. And bizarrely, I think it was Tom Savini's first and last foray into the directing
soured
world.
him on the experience so much.
Well, I don't know. I think it's kind of an interesting thing in itself. I think that he did have another project a few years ago called Vampirates, which he was trying to get off the ground. Which it was obviously this was pre Pirates of the Caribbean, but apparently there was some falling out with the production company. Should we say? I don't want to say anything that I've heard as a rumor that might. Lead to legal
money going up people's noses.
I wouldn't go that far. Maybe. No. It was
allegedly
laptops. No, okay. Anyway,
lap dancers. So.
Maybe. But so it's actually pretty good.
I liked what they did with Barbara, because I think she's the biggest difference. In this. You can kind of tell that this has come after Aliens.
It's more of a sort of empowered female role, because Barbara in the original film was very much shrinking violet. She's around at the start, and then pretty much she's the main character at the start. Then she becomes traumatized and spends the rest of the film sitting cowering in a corner. So the 1990 version of Night of the Living Dead totally flipped that around, and she goes through that phase, I think, in the film, if I remember rightly. But then she very quickly becomes the leader of the group. And she's quite contrasted against the two guys who are very much that Ben and Cooper very much kind of made out to be a pair of squabbling idiots in the remake. So it's good, and it's strangely dry on gore though.
That's true. That's something I was going to say, because there's quite a lot of action in it, but there's not much actual gore. I would say it kind of plays maybe closer to being an action film almost.
It's straight sort of an action film, but constrained in one location. It's gruesome in its own way. There's a lot of the zombies aren't gory, but there's a lot of sort of details, like zombies walking around with kind of what do you call them, like catheters and stuff hanging out of them, and
there's a guy at the start where he's obviously been like at a funeral as the body, and he's got the suit's got nothing in the back.
it's cut open at the back. You see his arse as he walks towards the camera.
The things you remember.
I think they made a real effort to show how everyone died. I think there's someone walking about with a bread knife in their chest as well, if I remember. But I do believe that because it was a studio made film, or was it Columbia Pictures maybe that released it? But I think the original cut of the film was much gorier,
really,
and had much more. It had much more of Tom Savini's own gore effects and things like that. And then when I think they got an X certificate and they cut it down. It had exploding heads and all that kind of thing, and they cut them out. I believe you can still see them on the internet. There's some deleted footage that's still available.
Are we running out of time, Carl?
Does it need to be 5 minutes?
Doesn't need to be
5 minutes.
I'm going to leave all this in,
got a lot more to talk about.
That's the trouble. Is there actually just quite a bit you can say about this?
We were trying to keep them concise, but
let's just go on and on. It stays pretty close to the original.
It's certainly the story is very much the same. I mean, I think this one maybe goes into the kind of the whys and the wherefores a little bit more.
I don't know about that. I think the original did.
The original. They put about the idea that it was like radiation from a space probe or something.
It was a Venus probe, and that a Venus probe had crashed in the atmosphere and was caught somehow causing the dead to rise. The remake, they talk about a load of stuff on the news, but I don't think they actually
don't really pin it down to anything.
But it's an interesting film. The production value is pretty good. And Tom Savini did a quite good job. I wouldn't mind seeing him make another film.
Yeah, no, I could definitely go something else wrong. It's, what do you think of the casting, by the way? I mean, it's they had Patricia Tallman, latterly of Babylon 5.
Yeah, she's a stunt actress now, isn't she?
Yeah.
So she's pretty awesome actually.
Yeah.
She gives Sigourney Weaver a run for her money. I think
she can, as it were.
Tony Todd from Candyman.
Yeah.
It's interesting to see him in a kind of heroic role.
Yeah, it does feel weird seeing like someone you would associate with the big villain part playing. You know, I kind of want to say the hero, but at the same time, maybe he's not so much.
Yeah, he's kind of a flawed hero.
Yeah,
but he starts off as a hero, shall we say?
Unfortunately, I can't remember the name of the guy that plays Cooper because I think I remember hearing something. Was he in Henry
Portrait of a Serial Killer? He played cousin Otis or something like that in Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer, bald rapist. He plays a family man in this one, but he's not a very nice family man. But yeah, the casting was pretty good. The production value was good. It's very, very close to the original, but it veers off towards the end, which is quite good because at the end it plays so close to the original that you think you're cozy and you're safe and you know where it's going. And then it subverts your expectations a little bit, which is clever. I was going to say something and now I've forgotten what it was.
So cautiously, would you recommend it?
I think I would. I think I would definitely recommend it. Not even cautiously. In some ways, I enjoy it more than the original. Not that the original is a huge classic and the remake doesn't come close to that. But in some ways it is a better made film. There's more money behind it, and it's nice to see a bit more exploration of that universe. It doesn't tie in with the other Remember Dead films, although one word of warning with Night of the Living Dead, especially when it comes to remakes and things. We're talking about the 1990 remake because Night of the Living Dead.
Have they got another one in production?
No, well, probably several. I think because Night of the Living Dead is in the public domain because they forgot to put a copyright notice on the original film. There have been various remakes and re-edits and riffs on the original Night of the Living Dead name. There was a fake sequel with the guy from Reanimator in it.
Really?
Yeah, but it was terrible. It was basically a Reanimator film, but
Jeffrey Combs.
Yeah, Jeffrey Combs, but he's just taking a paycheck. You know, there's a really shitty animated remake of Night of the Living Dead, which also has Tony Todd in it. Apparently, I don't know if it ever was released. I remember there've been a lot of talk about that. There's Night of the Living Dead 3D with the guy out of House of a Thousand Corpses and all that. What would you call Captain Spaulding? What's his name again? You know what I'm talking about? The kind of Armenian guy. He's in it anyway. I'm gonna get torn apart from not being able to remember his name. He's a huge horror icon, and his name has completely escaped me. It's probably flashing up here now, okay? And I look like a complete fud. And I think there was a 2007 remake, but they're all uniformly terrible. Especially the re-edited version of the original film.
Is that the one that they shot extra footage for?
Yes,
I remember there was one that they shot extra footage, and I haven't seen it, but I do remember thinking it just looked. Yeah. Why would you bother?
It's terrible. They got some of the same actors in. They got Bill Hinsman in who played the Cemetery Zombie, but he's obviously under about an inch of rubber makeup to try and make him look the same as he did like 40 years earlier.
Does he not have a small role in the 1990 version as well? I think he. Am I getting that mixed up? I have a feeling that he. Because they throw you a little wild. I don't know if I'm spoiling it, but they throw you a little wild card. I think because they show you think it's going to be a zombie, but it's actually
another old guy. No, I don't think that is the same fella. I don't think it is. I need to check that, but I don't think so. But it'd be pretty cool if it was.
Yeah.
Maybe you're onto something there. There's a few guys, but I think mostly they're played by different people. There might be a couple of cameos. I'm not sure. But it's definitely worth a watch. It's a sort of more action-oriented take on the original. But I'm only talking about the 1990 version here. Don't go and catch one of those terrible other remakes and re-edits and think that that's what I'm recommending to you here. It is not. I do not recommend any of those. They're all terrible cash-ins, even the ones that were...
like Night of the Living Dead with 2 Ds at the end.
Well, they don't even need to change the title because the title's in the public domain. So they're just put themselves out there as Night of the Living Dead, and people buy it thinking they're getting Night of the Living Dead.
Well, that'd be a warning to you. Always copyright your own work.
Yeah. Never trust the Night of the Living Dead. The original 1968
That's advice
film.
for life, right?
1968 or 1990. Forget any of the others.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would definitely recommend it. What about you?
Yeah, no, absolutely. It might not deliver exactly what you would expect from a Night of the Living Dead film, but if you go into it with an open mind, I think there's a lot to enjoy. Yeah.
Definitely. So definitely recommend it. It's available on Netflix. Certainly the UK version. I would imagine it's also in the US version.
I think so.
If not, holla. Okay. So
it's out there.
Cheers, guys.